Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be doing some T6 Gamma Abyss. This is because I recently lost my paladin, and unfortunately because of that I've not had as big of a use for my Asclepian implants, so I swapped my implants for my crystal implant set. Now back to my crystal implant set that I had, and basically now I'm doing stuff that involves crystal implants. I was thinking of then doing some golem triglavian hunting, and I definitely plan on doing it in the future. The reason I just went for doing this kind of abyss right now is because right now in real life I am very busy, and doing triglavian hunting is usually a bit of a project. It takes a bit of time to get started. It takes a bit of time to have to get the whole wormhole spawn properly and get the new fleet spawning in. First you have to destroy the spawns at the wormhole, then you have to destroy a few roaming fleets. That all takes in itself maybe 20, half an hour even if you're slow, and then you have to wait a long time, so maybe you're looking at 45 minutes or plus until you can start farming them, because it takes time for the rest of the spawns to respawn, the aggressive ones you could say, after you destroyed the wormhole fleet and these initial spawns. So when it comes to triglavian hunting, I can then start properly farming after maybe 45 minutes or an hour almost. So it's a bit of time. It requires more time from me, a bit of planning, and right now I don't have a whole lot of that. So that's what's really great about the Abyss. You can earn a lot of ISK, do a bit of farming like I'm doing right now, and still utilize a lot the expensive kind of equipment I'm using. So I'm using this really awesome Gila right here that's just so damn powerful. I'll go with the Nova. Oh, that's actually not good. I shouldn't have switched weapons right there, because I went for this Triglavian extraction node. Do you see this here? I should have gone for that. Let's see now. What is the resist profile here? Because it's maybe not so favorable that I'm going for the in the shield. You know, its EM is very low, explosive is very high. But we have got, let's see now, minus 50%. Oh, minus 50% explosive resist as well. Is not that good for time right here, but his shields is down. Like the Bethnic Abyssal Overmind, or the Endo-Bethnic one, the one in T6, is very tanky. The shields in general in the Abyssal Overmind, battleships, they still have big shields. They have big shields, big armor, big structure. Everything is just big on that thing. So overall, you're gonna have a very hard time getting through it. It's gonna take a long time. And then you have the buffed shield. It takes a very long time to get through that thing. It's a very fat boy. But it's actually not as slow as Charybdis Tyrannus. Charybdis Tyrannus takes a little bit less time because the HP in the Abyssal Overmind is spread quite evenly between the shields, structure, and armor. So it's not affected that much by the Gamma Sight. The Gamma Sight, buffs the shield HP, but in Charybdis Tyrannus, almost all the HP is in the shields. So when you have the Gamma Sight, the buffs shield HP, is affected a lot because it really amps up most of the HP, while in the case of the Overmind it's only affecting the shield, which is I think a little bit less or a little bit more than 1/3 of its total HP pool, while Charybdis Tyrannus is almost all of its HP pool. That's so nice. Look, we got here quite a lot of ISK from these sites. 20 million just from those two little cans right there. It feels like I hardly did any work right there. I just cruised a little bit to the side and I got some nice ISK right there. If you can go for those extraction nodes, it's always nice to go for them. With the Overmind, it's very nice if there is some kind of extraction nodes on the way there, because usually what I like to do is as you saw before, I set my drones directly on the Overmind, and then I have my missiles just take out all these frigates that are close. So it's not like I've not got any dead time, or not any useless non-DPS applied time. I'm outputting all my DPS all the time on NPCs, because if I would, for example, focus on these drones, these small frigates right here with my drones, and then go for the battleship, it will probably be a lot of the time that my missiles won't be able to hit the battleship when it comes to it, because here you see this battleship, he's 40 kilometers away. I can't shoot with my missiles here on him. So instead, I'm just going to use my drones to go on the battleship, and as much as I can, these frigates, they're almost always going, these are guys over here, they're 40 kilometers away, so I can't, but the rest of the ones you saw before that got destroyed, they're all orbiting me very close, enough range for me to use my missiles to have a 30-kilometer range. So that's why I put my drones on the Overmind straight away, and you can see he's almost dead as well. He's in structure now. Structure doesn't take a whole long time as well. Why is the resist profile and structure pretty big, but it's even, so it's going to be favorable to use the explosive damage. This is the one that's going to be lowest here in this site. Oh, nice, cool little 23 million right there. See if we can perhaps go a little bit closer. How much time is left? Just over 5 minutes. It's alright. Maybe it's not right, actually. It would be nice to be a bit quicker with this. We'll reload to Inferno. The reason is because Inferno is best for the Ephialtes waves, which take a really long time. And we really, actually, now that I think about it, we probably should have been a little bit more careful here. We were in the minus 50%. This is not a good type of spawn or room or abyss site to mess around with when it comes to time. Like, we do not want to mess at all around here when we've got the minus 50% going on right here, because everything's going to be a bit slower. Like, we've not got anything going for us here. Have the 2 drones go here for these guys, and then just recall straight away. Recall straight away after these guys are destroyed. The very nice thing about these drones is that they have very good tracking, so they're able to kill these little frigates pretty fast. And he's even approaching us. This guy says great, so we'll just be able to recall the drone straight away. Oh, 6 minutes. It's not a good time, but it is doable. It is doable, like a doable amount of time. It's nothing that will get us killed, but it is cutting it pretty close. So we went a little bit over 6 minutes. We need to go straight away to the next room. See what we get here. Or we get Ephialtes. Hopefully something quick. Something quick and nice. Oh, this is a quick and nice wave. Nice. This is one of the quickest waves, actually, the Rodiva waves. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be super easy. Go for Rodiva. Go for this guy. Yep. Because the if I don't go for the Rodivas first, it's just going to be not a nice time at all. They're just going to like repair all these little drone frigates, all their HP in like one volley on their remote reps. They've got incredibly strong remote reps, these Rodivas, so I focus these guys first. So that at least now there's 2 people remote repping him. If I go on this guy, and 3 people are remote repping him, because this guy can't remote rep himself. We can lock up this bioinductive cache. It's just so relaxing when you get these chill waves, because then you know that it just affects the whole run. Like, you know that okay, now even if the next wave is going to be long, it doesn't matter, because we've saved so much time in this wave right here, because this wave goes so quickly with the Rodiva wave, with the Rogue Drone frigate waves like we've got here. See here, we've already basically destroyed the cruisers before we even got to the bioadaptive cache, and all these little frigates are gonna just fall like flies when we're done with the Rodiva over here. Anything good here? 48 million, just a quick 48 million like that. And we'll keep at range 500. Can lock up the rest of these ships. The Rogue Drones, they hardly do any damage to us. Like, they feel like they do hard. Oh, we need to recall these. Taking a bit of damage right there. But the Rogue Drones frigates, they hardly do any damage. They do, however, do quite a bit of damage if you are in like frigates or like the small stuff that relies on kiting, because they do actually do quite a significant amount of DPS when they get up close. The thing is, when you're in the Gila, you kill them so quickly. You kill them before they even get close to you. And also, they just, generally speaking, they don't do a whole lot of DPS, but when they get close to you, they apply really good DPS. Like, their DPS will be hitting you hard, because it applies very good when they're up close. Like, it'll all hit you. It's not just like a little bit's going to hit you or something like that. It's all going to hit you. So that's why when you're in little frigates or destroys, like, especially the Jackdaw, when I'm in Dark Abyss, it will, like, really get pummeled by these Rogue Drones if I chill in those kind of waves. Blappity blap, blap all these drones like this. Super easy. Well, as time now, we're probably going to be done with this whole room right here in, like, when it's come to minute 10, and it will have a good, nice, cool 10 minutes to complete the rest of the Abyss site. It's going to be really chill right here. I don't like how this guy is now taking shield damage. It's a bit unfortunate. It can be like that sometimes. These drones, the shield-based drones, the Valkyries, is really nice in the Gamma site, because they just have crazy amounts of HP. So even though we do take damage, it takes quite a bit of time for them to get down to armor. Usually they survive a lot when they're just in their shields. Oh wait, there's still another one there. Forget this drone. It happens many times because I don't lock up everything, so I just think that when I've destroyed all the targets that were locked, oh, we're finished, but never mind, we're not. This scrub is targeting my drones again, directly just attacks my drones. What the little scrub. Attack him, please. There we go. Thank you very much. Alright, 9.5 minutes left. Really good time. Jumpity jump. And here probably we could even go for like all the extraction nodes as well, and gain a bit of extra side disk because of just how much time we have. Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is an even easier wave than we had before. This is like just perfect. When you see these kind of waves, just like, oh yes, gonna be rolling in money. So we can go to these 2 extraction nodes over here. Look at all these. Oh, there's a lot of spark lances. That's dangerous actually, because they do a lot of EM damage. We have a like very low EM resist. We see here, like, well, not very low, but if we're relatively speaking compared to our other resists, it is a very low resist type. 67%. Everything else is like over 70%. So we need to go for these spark lance attack drones straight away. They do an energy spark. They do EM damage. Need to be cautious. Approach the Triglavian extraction nodes right there. Can lock all these guys up. I'm just thinking here who we're going to destroy after these spark lances, and I'm thinking now these snare casters, because it's a bit annoying that we're getting the webifying. Gonna make this all go a bit slower. And I think the tank is completely fine, so we'll in fact just go straight away for these snare casters. Poppity pop. Alright, put a missile here on the way towards that extraction node, but probably it won't work because, yeah, we're being tracking disrupted or guidance disrupted by quite a big margin, so we might want to go for the fog casters here. It's going to make us have a bit of problems with applying our missiles, not only with our range, but also with our like actual applicability. I think it makes the missiles apply a bit worse. So we might not get perfect application with our light missiles. Even though light missiles apply very well to these little frigates, it's still, I think it's not going to be the best. Get this extraction node over there. Alright, now we put 1 missile here. How was the range? 24, okay. There we go, 1 is there. Lock everything up here. Poppity pop. 11 million, just like that. You know, easy ISK when you actually know what to do. It's like, it seems very easy, but you really, if you mess around here, you'll have you can run out of time very easily. You can die also very easily if you mess around, and it's also very expensive fit. It's not like a cheap fit, and I've got pretty much near perfect skills, so this is definitely not something you can get into straight away. You know, it looks easy, but it takes a long time to get here. Just keep that in mind when you're seeing this. I think, oh, that looks so easy, I'll do it too. Start off with the lower tiers, work your way up. Otherwise, you might have a very expensive lost mail that is unnecessary. Let's grab this one. It's nice there's something in it, because often the extraction nodes can have nothing in them, but we're seeing that we're getting actually some quite nice ISK from these extraction nodes. All of them, in fact, that we've got so far. Plate forges over here. They're going to be giving some more reps to these drones. Might want to go for them. The thing is, I don't always like going for them first, because they like to exist in the periphery of these the rest of the drones, so it gets kind of weird sometimes. Sometimes the plate forgers, they like flying really far away, so then I have to send my drones all the way to them, and it just gets like very awkward where all the drones are like really far away from each other. So I don't always go for these guys first, but now that everything else is destroyed, it's very chill, because these guys are usually very slow. You know, or they're at least, you know, like one big ball like they are there. It's very strange how the plate forges AI works, but they usually clump up into one ball and then they just sit there and get killed at 0 velocity. So when everything else is destroyed, they don't have anything to remote rep. It is a walk in the park. See here, time is below 15 minutes. Really great time right there. Really great time, considering the initial wave was not that quick. Also, it's been a bit of time since I did Gila Abyss, so I feel a bit rusty. It's good to get a bit of an easy wave here to get a bit of practice with. Alright, so 150 million in 15 minutes. Was that? No, 146 million in 15 minutes, basically. Yeah, that was a nice little run right there. How you can earn the really great ISK in T6 Abyss. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.